Hi, this is Rebecca Carter-Reaves, and today we'll be talking about the topic of ethical violations and board discipline by reviewing a state board website retrieved from the Tennessee Department of Health from January 2015 to November 2019. This was the Health Professional Board of Discipline and Discipline Actions. During the review, I looked at 59 months of disciplinary actions. Only 9 months had disciplinary actions for the professional counseling field. In that 9 months, there was 28 disciplinary actions, 13 for failure to properly maintain sufficient continuing education credits. Although there are a required number of hours by the state codes, Rimley and Herlihy, 2020, page 155, emphasizes not so much the number of credit hours, but the importance of the continuing education for the counselor to stay abreast of the latest research, science, and literature for the emerging issues. The American Counseling Association Code of Ethics, 2014, addresses continuing education and states that counselors recognize the need for continuing education to acquire, maintain a reasonable level of awareness of current scientific and professional information in their field of activity. Counselors maintain their competence in the skills they use, are open to new procedures, and remain informed regarding best practices for working with diverse populations. The Georgia Rules and Regulations 2020 Section 135-9 gives the guidelines and requirements for continuing education in Georgia, as well as the acceptable documents needed. As I reviewed the 28 disciplinary actions, aside from maintaining continuing education credits and licensure violations, not reinstating license, that kind of thing, the primary theme that appeared to be throughout was concern for public harm, the importance of maintaining professional boundaries, and then unprofessional conduct. And that included things such as being intoxicated on the job, not paying student loans, those types of things. In one of the more recent cases, the counselor was disciplined because she was guilty of attempting to adopt a client that was under her professional care. This violation included the professional code of ethics to avoid harm and maintain boundaries. There wasn't any details listed as to what happened in the case, but it does state that she was also cited for engaging in professional misconduct and those areas that were encompassed in that. The American Counseling Association Code of Ethics 2014 includes in the preamble the fundamental principle of non-maleficence or avoiding actions that can cause harm. Also, the American Counseling Association Code of Ethics section A.4.A states that the counselor should act to avoid harm. Although Section A6 in the American Counseling Association Code of Ethics 2014 does address maintaining boundaries, there does not appear to be a specific section that prohibits or defines actions such as adopting a client as being unethical. The Georgia Code of Ethics, Section 135-7-01, 2A and C, address this in some areas. A states that exploiting relationships with clients for personal or financial advantages is unprofessional conduct, as well as participating in dual relationships with clients that create a conflict of interest which could impair the licensurer's professional judgment, harm the client, or compromise the therapy. These all address possible concerns of ethical violations in this instance. I have one question. Well, first let me state that she was had a reprimand put in her file that will be there for the duration of her career. She was also fined $500 plus some other fees and has to take continuing education as a result of her actions. My question is, both from a confidentiality point of view as well as boundaries, I live in a small town and often run into clients from the agency where I work, like at Walmart or McDonald's or various places. What is the ethical way to encounter clients in the public without violating their confidentiality or stepping over any boundaries? Thank you and have a good day.